So I want Anthony to do his money line first, and then
Why
I'll
don't
do
we take it step by step there, Johnny?
Step
Yeah.
by
We
step.
we do a little bit of a new twist on this segment, the DK segment. You missed it last week, but I think you're gonna like it. Week 7 in the Always Sunday Football Podcast. I'm Dave. I'm joined, as I am every week, by Anthony. But this week we're in the Two Clouded Mind studio. What's up, brah?
What's going on? I love being here.
Me too. It's very fun. Danny, how you doing?
Not bad. Not bad.
Johnny, how's things going down there?
shimmy.
Shimmy. All right. Now we're shimmying.
Shimmy, Cocoa Puff.
Love it. Fantastic. So last week, did anybody have like a profitable or like hit for any money when they played DK last week?
I have a upsetting story, but
Go ahead. What is it?
I had a 7-leg parlay, $5, paid out 6 and change. I hit 6. What-
6 of the 7 legs.
Do you know what the miss was?
The Philadelphia Eagles, the Jets.
David Montgomery yards. It was like over 62 or something. Him going down basically.
So an injury got you.
Yeah.
That stinks.
Like he would have for sure, you know what I mean, went over 62 yards in my opinion.
He had a good chance to do that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I cashed my cash line or my cash lineup.
Yeah.
Hit the money.
I won an afternoon only.
So I doubled up this week. Okay, that's cool. In our 4-man DK, I'm still used to calling it the 3-man, but it's not a 3-man anymore. It's a 4-man.
Yeah, it's now a party.
That's right. I came out on top again. Add it to the board, Anthony. But we can't add it to the board.
No, I got to bring the board with me next time.
So we'll start at the bottom. Anthony, with a 129.2, came in last place. Played Kyron Williams, who's the only person to play Kyron Williams, and played Adam Thielen, was the only person to play Adam Thielen. Both of those guys had really good games. What made you play those 2 plays?
Well, Kyron Williams, just the usage that's been there, and his talent has just been working. I think it was a good matchup there, and the same thing for Thielen. I just like they're gonna have to throw. They're gonna be coming from behind, and he's the only guy that's really been producing. And yeah,
he's been killing it. It's been pretty impressive. And Williams, I played obviously in season long, and I felt really good about it because against Arizona, I thought that they would end up running the ball quite a bit, and in the second half they did. So that was a good play by you. But the rest of your plays kind of sucked, bro. Johnny came in 3rd place this time. He was in 1st place last week.
Yes, we can.
But he wasn't here. Johnny, you're
on the board.
You didn't get your flowers last week, or you weren't here to get your flowers last week. You're on the board. Congratulations. But this week, Jared Goff, Michael Pittman, Tyreek Hill all had really nice days for you. You played Jared Goff, but no Lions receiver.
Yeah, Monroe would have been nice.
Jameson.
Oh, Jameson Williams. Okay, I didn't see him down there. Okay, so that was your like sort of gamble, low price gamble, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Played Kyle Pitts. I think I played Kyle Pitts as well. Michael Pittman, you just love that guy. So I guess with Gardner Minshew, you decided to play Pittman?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because you were the only one to play him, and you were the only one who played Tyreek Hill, which is kind of surprising to me.
I guess it's the dollars.
Money, yeah.
Maybe. Okay, so there you go. Danny Mack came in 3rd place by 3 points. Okay, so here's the other thing to note is that 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place were separated by a total of like 3.5 points. And then 1st place was a little bit higher than that, like 15 points higher than that. But you three guys were very tightly packed this week. Danny Mack played Raheem Mostert. He was one of 2. I believe I played him as well. He went off. What was the reasoning behind playing Mostert this week, Danny?
Uh, 14-point favorites, only running back healthy, and they're the Dolphins.
Fair.
Roger that.
Yeah.
See, that's why I played him as well, because he was the only guy healthy, and for his price, I figured they'd
Can't go down.
the ball quite a bit. Another team, I thought they'd be up and they'd run the ball quite a bit, so that ended up paying off pretty well. We all played Jamar Chase, and Jamar Chase kind of disappointed in this game. But Danny, what was your reasoning to play Jamar Chase this week? And you played Joe Burrow, by the way. That's why I'm asking. You played the Joe Burrow Jamar Chase stack. What made you?
Yeah, just how they looked the week before. The matchup, Seattle secondary is not very good. Yeah, same reason we all played him. Yeah, well, not Burrow, but Chase. But yeah, not quite the same as the week before.
No, it's true. It's
Mm.
true. And just got let down a little bit. Your low priced options let you down a little bit. I think I might have shared a low price option with you. Josh Downs. I played the Gardner Minshew Josh Downs stack. So I got a touchdown, thankfully, out of Josh Downs. Minshew turned the ball over 4 times, which is disgusting.
He threw like a bunch of yards, no?
He had
Yeah,
300 yards. He had 300
something.
yards, thankfully, 329, and 1 passing touchdown. But he had turned the ball over so much that he gave back a bunch of points. But I was saved by the touchdown going to Downs, so I was able to sort of like balance that out. So I going with the low priced guys there. They didn't blow up, but they also didn't kill me because they didn't blow up. I played Mostert. I played AJ Brown, who he was okay. He was pretty good, 23 points. And I just had a little bit more money to get more of a balanced lineup. I played Kamara. I played Pitts.
He's the lead receiver now.
Yeah. And so I was able to, get by 15-point win, put it on the board, Anthony. And John, the reason why we're trying to do this and talk through our lineups a little bit is so that we can kind of think through our process and learn from each other and see why we made different decisions, and maybe we can look at things a different way. What do you think?
Get a fucking 200-point lineup.
Yeah, I think that
millions.
if we start, because like I think the way I think, but I'm also interested in hearing the way you guys think.
Yeah, I think we kind of think very.
I think
because
we wild.
We each make different. We'll each make a different play each week. Like there'll be a random play that somebody made that nobody else made or whatever, and then we're like, well, this is why I did that, and then you'd be like, oh shit. I hope that that's what happens. I hope that breaking it down makes us a little bit smarter, makes us think through things a little bit better. What the hell? It's making me like sign in for the app now. Give me a second.
Yeah. No, that's not what you want.
Oh, wait. I already have this. It's right here.
John, how do you feel about that DraftKings W, bro?
That's about time. Danny Mac just turned sideways and then back.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
doing,
I'm back.
Okay.
I mean,
sometimes you worry a little bit because sometimes you just kind of froze, and sometimes you're like this close to the mic, like where my eyes are. Your eyes are like right here, and I
so we
get
can
very
see him.
personal with you. And then you go kind of all
Okay,
the way
first
back,
of
like
all.
right
Yeah.
here. So I just wonder, what's going on in the mind of the madness of the Mac.
Usually not much. Dave, are you frozen?
No, he's just perfectly focused.
Yeah,
He couldn't be frozen, and I'm not frozen.
We're literally sitting next to each other in real life.
Yeah, this is not green screen. Look, watch, check this out.
Okay, here we go. Sorry. It may be like
It's kind of weird, Anthony, what you did, but
I didn't pet him. I just
It just looked weird from my
It looks
camera.
like I know it. You're right.
Oh, okay. So I took the adjusted Jalen Hurts over passing line to get started on talking about bets. So I bet it up to over 275.
Oh, you
275
adjusted?
passing yards. Yeah, I got it to, so it was plus 260 as opposed to being like minus whatever. Because the original line was like 230. So I bet the regular line on FanDuel, and I made a nice little piece of change there. And then I went and bet $10 on the 275 at plus 260. So I made 36. I made $26. So it was kind of nice.
That is nice. I'm the guy that can't get himself to do that. Like I could sit here and probably, make a bet of a leg or two or whatever. But I always go for like the 5 to 8.
Yeah, this one, instead of doing like a parlay, because I could have done like a single game parlay, but instead of that, I took the alternate line. So I just made it a little more risky that way.
Alternate
the plus.
pays out.
Sometimes.
Alternate pays out.
Yeah, sometimes. So speaking of not paying out, however,
Danny Mac is wearing the invisible cloak.
Danny, are you there?
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah.
Eagles -7, Chicago Bears money line, Ravens -4.5. I think that was my picks. 2 out of 3 wrong. The Ravens was the only one I got right. Raiders money line, Buffalo Bills -14, Chiefs -11. Who was that?
Not me.
Danny?
Listen,
You.
no.
That was probably Bobby.
Oh, it's probably Bobby.
Yeah, probably Bobby.
That's
Good
right.
call.
We gave him the points instead of the money lines. Right. Okay. I got Chiefs -11, over 37.5 in the Niners Browns game. Vikings -2.5. Is that you, Danny?
I don't believe so.
Hey, man.
Maybe. No, I don't think I had the Vikings. I thought I liked the Bears in that game.
I just remember you saying. I feel like you were the one that chose the over in the Niners game, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, it sounds like it may have been me.
I do think I think that was Danny's pick from.
Oh,
Yeah, it might have been.
John sent us picks. That was your picks, Danny, because then John sent us picks. He took Texans.
I only have Houston. I only have Houston for the money line. That's it.
Yeah, John had Houston, Chargers, and Patriots money lines, but he only got the Texans correct. So okay, yeah. So Danny,
Yeah, so it's me.
Chiefs was a push, over was a loss, Vikings was a win. So you were 1-1.
1-1-1.
On to next week. On to Cincinnati. Okay, here we go. Thursday, Jacksonville Jaguars are visiting the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints are at home. They're 1-point home favorites, and there's a 40-point over-under. Anthony, what do you think about this game?
It's not official if Lawrence is playing. It's more leaning to a no.
I don't know if it's leaning to a no. I think right now he's just questionable.
That makes the.
I don't know.
If he
Anthony,
plays,
look at me. Want you to look at me?
I'm gonna go money line Jags.
There you go. I don't want you to look at me.
I didn't want to look at you. I was looking at the line and thinking about it. I was like, I think they're gonna want to, I think we would have heard something a little bit more by now, or like, hey, it's a game time decision.
Well, it's only Wednesday, so there's still time for there to be like practice reports and stuff like that. Danny, did you hear anything about Trevor Lawrence?
I thought he was good chance he was going to play, but that reminds me in the weekly pick and pull that it has the Saints as 3.5. So I kind of like Jacksonville getting 3.5. But here I also like Jacksonville and the over.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll take the over. That's 40 is a pretty low number. And even though it's Thursday, I'll take the over there. And yeah, I'll take Jacksonville +1. Sure. But I'll go money line. Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
Sunday. There's no morning game this week. We got a break from that. We have 1:00 Bills Patriots. The Patriots are at home, but they're 9-point home dogs. 41 over under. Josh Allen, a little bit banged up shoulder. Johnny, how you feel?
Yeah, give me the points with Buffalo. Josh Allen, I think that he'll be fine. The Patriots are just in shambles right now. They can't figure it out. I, I I'm going to argue this that the Patriots are probably the worst team in the league. Give me the points with Buffalo. This is an easy win, and give me the under.
Danny?
Yeah, I think Buffalo's going to come out. They kind of got embarrassed last week, even in the win. They were at home. The Giants scored 0 touchdowns, and they pretty much needed a flag at the end of the game to win. I think they're going to come out and put it on New England. I'll take Buffalo, and I'll take over.
Anthony?
I agree. Buffalo and the over here. I agree with both. Patriots are just a dumpster fire right now.
Yes, they stink. They stink. They need to make a quarterback change. You know what? Does anybody know? But no, here's the thing. They decided to sign this kid Malik Willis to a 3-year extension or something. I think now he's going to be
Cunningham.
Malik Cunningham? What did I
Yes.
say?
Malik
Willis.
You said
no,
Malik
he's a different
Willis.
guy.
Different guy.
Yeah, no, you're right. Malik Cunningham. John, do you know anything about him?
Yeah, he had a pretty good college career.
Where'd he go?
I don't remember, but
All right.
I do know it from his college numbers. He was pretty good. Been hearing a lot of buzz from the preseason. He had a pretty good preseason, making some noise in the practice squad. That's why he was called up. Even if he's not the quarterback, special teams guy. So he's got a chance. He's got a chance. He's a guy. I'm gonna put it that way. I don't think
He's a
gonna do
guy.
anything. He's a guy. I think he's going to be more of a go-go gadget guy.
Okay.
Kind of
So
like a
you
jack of all trades.
running a little bit, not throwing so well.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna argue with that. Yeah.
Fair enough. Here's a game that could be a little bit of fun. It's the Ravens at home hosting the Detroit Lions. The Ravens are 3-point home favorites, standard home 3 points, 42.5 over under. Danny, where are you on this one?
I'm going to go with Baltimore with the points. I'm giving the points, and I'm going to go with the under. I just think Detroit's a little beat up right now. They can afford to lose the game, and I think they're going to.
Oh,
interesting. Johnny, you got the hands up. What's up?
Give me money line. Give me money line. I don't know what Danny's talking about, but them Detroit Lions are for real. All right. I don't know what he's talking about. Detroit Lions are a top 5 team in the NFL. Baltimore's still trying to figure it out. Detroit's just a better team. Give me money line.
Anthony?
It's money line in the over for me. Lions, I mean, yeah, they're banged up a little bit. The defense is pretty good. They Amon-Ra is really good. And I think they'll figure out that running back situation and still be able to score those points.
Money line Lions over.
Bam!
I'm with you guys. I just think the Ravens, their offense. I talked probably enough about the Eagles and how they just don't look quite right on offense. The Ravens don't look quite right on offense either. Drops being one of the issues, but just in general, they just haven't been clicking. Falcons, Buccaneers, NFC South matchup. The Bucs are at home. They're 2.5-point home favorites. 37-point over under. Ew. Anthony,
that's pure.
Not a lot of points.
No, and
that's not a lot of points.
And I'm gonna have to go with the over here. And the Bucs laying that 2.5.
Over and the Bucs laying 2.5. All right, Johnny, your Bucs?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the over in this game, and actually, give me the Falcons with the points.
Interesting, Danny.
Yeah, same. Give me the Falcons with the points in the over.
Johnny, no money line here, huh? Interesting.
No money line. Nope.
I will take the Bucs and I'll lay the points, and I'll go with you guys. The over is, I mean, that's too low of a line for me to avoid it. I might be dumb, but I'm taking that over 37. I know the Buccaneers defense is good. I think that's a big factor in this. Browns, speaking of good defense, visiting the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts are 3-point home dogs to the Browns, who will probably be without Deshaun Watson, but now it's going to be PJ Walker.
Be
PJ
walking all over
Walker. 40-point over under. Danny, what do you think?
Money line Colts under.
Ooh, with Gardner
Ooh.
Minshew at
What?
quarterback.
I like
Please
that.
explain. I'd like to explain.
You want some? You
What?
want a little?
I need some context. I need some.
PJ Walker.
PJ Walker. So Gardner Minshew versus PJ Walker. Minshew in a landslide.
I mean, that's the contact of Walker. Home game.
All right.
PJ Walker.
Danny, counterpoint.
What about that D?
Browns defense.
All right. Yeah.
Very
Browns
good.
defense.
It's why I picked Colts and the under.
That's why you picked the under.
Gotcha.
Fair enough. Fair enough. John, what are you on this one? Do we do this right?
Yeah, I think PJ Walker does enough to give them a win. So I'm gonna go with Cleveland with the points, and I'm gonna go with the under. This is gonna be a pretty ugly game, but the Colts defense is not as good as the Browns. Give me the Browns with the points. PJ Walker will be at least a game manager and do enough run the football. They have Jerome Ford and Kareem Hunt. We had a Kareem Hunt sighting this past week, so they're going to run the football, allow that defense to do what they do, and they'll somehow pull this game off. Give me the points with the Browns and give me the under.
Interesting. Anthony.
I agree. I was leaning on taking the Colts getting the 3 because I do think it's going to be and the under. I think it's going to be a low scoring game. It's going to be close. But and I just he threw 3 picks last week. Was it or 4? Minshew 3, right?
3.
Like,
And he fumbled once.
like a pick 6 is happening in this game. I think so. I'm going to take Cleveland laying the 3 and the under.
I don't know. I'll lay the points with Cleveland as well, and I'll take the under. Commanders, Giants. Giants are at home. Just 2.5-point underdogs at home with a 39-point over under, which is also pretty poopy doopy. We'll go to Anthony, the Giants fan, first.
I'm going to take the over in this game. I think this is going to
Tyrod Taylor versus Sam Howell.
Yeah. It's going to be
Classic shootout.
Yeah. You know one of those. You know how those go. And this is going to be the money line Giants for me.
Danny.
Giant points, and I'll take the over.
John. I think I know where John's going.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go Giants with the points, and I'm going to go with the over to this game.
Interesting. I will take the Commanders. I'll lay the 2.5, and I'll take the over. Bears at home, no Justin Fields versus the Raiders. Is Jimmy G gonna play?
I don't think so. I don't think we mentioned it in the injury, but he's
good call.
He's like getting us like other opinions.
Who could have predicted? Who could have predicted that Jimmy G was going to get injured? How could we have known? How could we have known?
Almost everyone could have predicted it.
How could we have known, Danny?
But yeah,
prior medical history.
It's in his back, and you know that's not
it's
what
spinal.
Spinal.
It's spinal, like
it's broken. And and he had to get second, third opinions. So that's
not good.
Goodness gracious! So we might have Hoyer the Destroyer versus the kid's name is Tyler Bagent or Bagent. I'm not really
Bobo
sure.
Baggins.
Bagent.
Just put some respect on this.
Yeah, something like that.
And he was actually a D2 college football player.
Oh snap! And now he's starting in the NFL. Good for him.
Now he's starting in the NFL. Yep.
So John, what's your pick on this game?
Oh God. It's such a crapshoot. Why not? Let me go money line Chicago.
Interesting.
Go crazy.
Danny, you got a feel?
Who's home? Chicago,
Bears.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take them then. And
Points or money line?
this game's gonna be terrible. With the
It is.
points, and I get what's the over under again?
37.5.
I guess the over because the defense is below 2. Maybe.
Okay.
I guess I don't know. That is awful. Like that game sucks with the starting quarterbacks. They're both out. Brian
Yeah.
Hoyer wasn't good 40 rookie. I didn't even know he was playing again until yesterday.
Hoyer the Destroyer, baby.
Unfucking, but I can. And who's playing for the Bears?
Tyler
Baggins.
Bagent. Stop it. Badgett.
Yeah.
Tyler
So
Badgett.
so he was a D2, like he won a couple of D2 championships. So he's
Steve McNair, baby.
yeah,
Steve
like don't be sleeping on D2 quarterbacks.
Steve
Oh,
McNair.
I'm gonna be sleeping thinking about that game. It's gonna put me to sleep.
No, you won't be able to. It won't be on TV where you live.
No, I'm gonna
They're
watch
probably not going to be on TV in Chicago. Who the hell wants to watch that?
If you want to watch it, just go to the damn stadium.
me for Devontae Adams and
Yeah, I mean, we're
Yeah, fair.
we're fantasy sickos. So, but I'll take the wait. Everybody picked, right? Did you pick Anthony?
no, I'm gonna take the Raiders laying the 3 and the over.
I'm taking the Raiders. Also, I'm taking Hoyer the Destroyer in this one, and I will also take the over because it's so low. The 4:00 slate: Cardinals Seahawks. The Cardinals are frisky in the first half, and then the second half, they know what they're doing. They're tanking the right way. They are doing it correctly.
Profession.
Kyler Murray, huh? Isn't he?
Kyler Murray's being activated. He's able to practice now, so he's got 21 days to come back off the IR. And so that's interesting because we could see him potentially get traded if they're like down there and potentially could get the
Can I
first
ask you a
pick.
question?
Go ahead, ask me as many questions as you like. We'll do this all night.
Would you want him on the Jets to help you, like in between Rodgers?
I don't think so because I think that any team that picks him up this year is not picking him up for this year. They're picking him up for next year because he's coming off an ACL himself. So it's not like he's just like fresh and clean. It's not like he was coming off a suspension for gambling or whatever the case or whatever. He's coming off an ACL, so he's not going to be full ass Kyler Murray
Till next year.
next year, right? So you're picking him up so that, like, for example, what about the Patriots? The Patriots for Kyler Murray.
Oh yeah, and then Belichick. That
Belichick will fucking eat his ass alive and then throw him out the fucking place.
Well, I'm just talking about schematically. Maybe that's not the
yes,
best.
But they're also
personal.
They're also losing into the point where they could potentially have a top.
They could end up with
pick.
Drake May or something like that. I get you. I get you. I mean, there's a better example I probably could have made, but I didn't really obviously think it through.
No, but I guess I didn't think of him, not being able to, really play.
Yeah, I think he would be more of a next year investment and next year and beyond. Like if you're like,
I guess if you're expecting him to be the runner, but what if he's just,
the Vikings maybe something like that.
Yeah.
Where he
that's actually Kirk
that's
Cousins.
interesting. That's actually a good spot
because he doesn't have to play this year, and then
is Kirk Cousins on the way out there?
Well, Kirk Cousins, I think
the Bucks.
This is his last year in Minnesota.
The Bucks.
What the hell is going on here?
What do you think? I think the Bucks could probably use him. I mean, they're riding with Baker right now. He's not doing terrible. Interesting. I wonder. I mean, if the Jets are just gonna Zach Wilson it out. I mean, I guess they are, right? Like they would have made a move by now. Trevor Siemian isn't really that.
I mean, all the guy does is win.
All he does is win, no matter what.
I mean, pretty much. Compare his numbers to Aaron Rodgers this year. It's 0% completion percentage.
Yeah, I could beat that.
Yeah.
All right, I got logged out, but I'm back. So we didn't even pick this game yet, did we? Seahawks, Cardinals.
Oh, no.
Cardinals are Seahawks are home favorites, 7.5 points, 44.5 point over under. Danny, go.
What was it again? I'm sorry, cut out at the end.
Sorry, it's Seahawks at home, 7.5 point favorites, 44.5 point over under.
I'll take Arizona keeping it within a touchdown and go with the over.
Okay, that's fair. Danny, I'm sorry, Johnny.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. You know what? I'm gonna go with the Seahawks with the points, and I'm gonna go with the over to this game. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Anthony?
I'm gonna agree with that. I do think that, and Arizona has been keeping it close in games, but I think Seahawks need a get right game, and it, lets everybody fucking pound it, and I think that's this game.
Seahawks. Do you think the Seahawks pound it?
Pound it. Oh, this is a bird. It's a Seahawk. That's not really a bird. It's a cardinal.
It's not a real bird, but yeah, if they fought in real life, the Seahawk would probably be the cardinal. But the Seahawk doesn't exist, so
It wins by default.
I will take the Cardinals keeping it close also, and I'll take the over. Steelers, Rams. The Rams are at home. The Steelers are on the road. The Rams are 3-point home favorites, 43.5 point over under. Johnny?
Can you repeat that one more time? Sorry, it went in and out.
No problem. It's the Rams. They're at home. 3-point favorites, 43.5 point over under.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I don't know what's going on with the Steelers this year. I have a question before I go into that. Is Dante Johnson back yet?
Dante, no. Deontay is
Deontay
looking
Johnson.
like
Should be back. He should be back. He's all the talk was that he was supposed to be back. He has not been activated off the IR yet, though, officially.
Okay. So with that being said, as I'm assuming that he's not gonna play, I'm gonna go with the Rams with the points and give me the over in this game.
Rams with the points in the over. Anthony, what was that you were saying?
is Pickett back?
Pickett's there.
He's back. He's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I know he got banged up. I didn't realize if he was. He was back. I'm gonna take the Rams laying the 3. Cooper Kupp's back, baby, and the over.
I also will I'll lay the 3 with the Rams in the over. Danny?
Rams under. Rams points under.
Oh, interesting. So you think they're just going to stifle the Steelers? No points on that side?
Well, Steelers got
Yeah, pretty much. 2017, 2014, 2010, something like that.
I like it. I like where your head's at there.
I could dig it.
Yeah, for sure. Chiefs hosting the Chargers. This has one of the higher over-unders of the week. Chiefs are 5.5 point home favorites to the Chargers, 48 point over-under. Danny?
I'll go Chiefs and over.
Okay. Johnny?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go. You said Chiefs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go with the Chargers with the points over.
Okay, cool. Anthony, your Chargers?
I'm actually going to do the same.
Interesting. Like
the Chiefs. The Chiefs
haven't looked sharp.
No, they haven't looked great. I mean, Pacheco looks good. Kelsey's Kelsey. Mahomes is Mahomes. Other than that, they just traded the Jets for Mecole Hardman. That's really gonna. They have nothing else really going on. The Chargers have a great squad and just bad offensive coach, but I think they lose, but keep it close. Lose by 3.
See, I think they have a good offensive coach now.
Coordinator, I meant.
Coordinator.
Right.
Yeah, they have Kellen Moore. He's good.
I don't like the play calling.
Interesting. You've been watching him very closely.
That's my boy.
So I'll take the Chargers and the points, and I'll take the under on this one. Danny, you picked, right?
Yeah.
And John, you picked. And you picked.
Yep.
Yeah. Kellen Moore is giving me less right now.
The Denver Broncos. Wow. This is a disrespectful line to the
It
Packers.
is for sure.
To the Packers. The Broncos are at home. They are 1-point dogs to the visiting Green Bay Packers. 45-point over under. 1 point, Anthony?
This should be in everybody's parlay, in my opinion. I take the Packers laying the point, and I'll take the under here just because it's sketch.
Danny?
Packers over.
Johnny?
Packers over.
I will take the Packers and the over as well. This is a wacky number. I'm interested to see what the number is.
In like 2 days, and it changes.
Well, yeah. I mean, it might get bet up or, bet in favor of the Packers. It might be a 2 or 3 maybe. But, yeah, interesting. Sunday night. Big game Sunday night. This is going to be a fun one to watch. It's the Eagles at home hosting the Dolphins. It's the Eagles favored by 2.5 points with a 52-point over under. Johnny.
Money line.
Ooh.
Miami.
Wow, nice. Over or under?
I'm gonna go with the over.
Yeah,
Very easy with that. We all want it. We all want the over. Give the people what they want. Right? Give the people what they want.
John wants it for Devontae Smith. Yeah, I'll take the over
If
for
he
sure.
plays. I'm
gonna take the Dolphins getting the half though.
Dolphins with the points in the over. Danny?
Dolphins money line over.
Wow, is this
nice.
Danny Mac's first time doing money line?
No, he did another one.
It was 1 or 2 through the weeks, but yeah.
I think you did one earlier this game. I mean this week. Yeah.
This slate.
That's what I meant.
Oh yeah, I did Colts.
Yep.
Yeah, you went Colts, bro.
So I will take the Dolphins and yeah, I guess you can give me the money line and the over here. I guess so. Monday night, Minnesota Vikings. Actually, let's just talk about this really quick. The Dolphins, Eagles. We all have the over, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do we think? And it's a 2.5 point spread, but we all took the money line, which means that we think it could be like a Dolphins by 1 or Dolphins by 2 type game.
I don't know. I think they could lose by 1.
So, well, that's why you didn't take the money line,
right?
Roger that.
The Eagles are not. I wouldn't say fraudulent, but they're not. They're not really all put together as you would think they would have been.
They're one of the teams
They're
that isn't
missing their
playing sharp.
OC. That's what they're missing.
So, well, yeah. I mean, they lost offensive and defensive, but yeah, Miami's just scoring. Like you can't really stop them from scoring. So and I think that's kind of like the same with the Eagles a little bit, but yeah, it's tough. I think it's gonna be. I'm exciting. It's Sunday night. It's a good night game.
They got this one. Danny, how do you think this one plays out?
It's points. I just like
people be able to run the ball.
What?
Do you think that what how do you think the running game comes into play here? Because if we're looking at this from a fantasy perspective, the Eagles, you can throw on them, but you can't usually run on them. The Dolphins like to run. They will throw, obviously, but they like to. They'll
continue to do both, but the Dolphins are a different breed because of the speed. Even at running back, most running backs don't have that kind of speed. You know what I mean? And that they four of the fastest guys in the league. One of them happens to be hurt.
Right.
But between Hill, Waddle, and Mozart, and A-Chain when he's there, it's a different. I don't know if any of it. There's so much speed they throw out there.
So how do the Eagles hang with them? Is it because the Dolphins' defense is that bad?
The Dolphins and the Eagles are good. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Jets and they're going to probably coming out looking to play well after getting embarrassed last week, but they're good. Jalen Hurts is good. Bad game last week, still good. And Dolphins defense isn't nearly as good as the Jets.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Jets defense lights out.
But I still like Miami in this.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I wanted to dive into that one a little bit because there's probably going to be a lot of like fantasy implications there.
Oh yeah,
Juicy one, and people, but it's going to be very highly owned also. So just keep that in mind. Like you're not outsmarting anybody by playing.
I'm almost happy it's not in the regular slate. Like for DFS.
Yeah. Oh, that's
really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So now nobody's gonna have like the hill in there.
Right.
Nope.
But then again, you got your showdown lineups that are just going to be jam packed with wacky players.
Yeah, this would be a fun night to do a showdown, like a captain's pick. Like, you know what I mean? This would be the game.
Who's your captain in this? Who's your captain in this showdown?
Oh, I don't know the pricing.
That's tough.
Well, just off the top of your head, price agnostic. Who do you think scores the most fantasy?
Mozart. Yeah,
Johnny?
when you factor in price, yeah.
If you don't factor in price, I say
Hill.
it's Hill. Hill. If you factor in price, it's Mostert.
Yeah.
Johnny, you agree?
I'm gonna go AJ Brown.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, I do like that.
Yeah, that's an interesting captain. Monday night, Vikings, Niners. Okay, the Niners are banged up. They are 7-point road favorites visiting the Vikings with a 44 over under. Johnny, where are you on this one?
Yeah, I think with all the injuries and Brock Purdy didn't have too much of a good game. I do think the 49ers will pull this out, but I'm going to go with the points with the Vikings. I'm going to go with the over this game.
Danny?
Niners under. I just think they got, they're going to be pissed off about last week. And I just think they're going to kind of grind them down and just beat the shit out of the Vikings.
I also would take the Niners in the under. Anthony?
I'll take the Niners and the over. I think McCaffrey plays. I think Debo plays. I think everybody's here and they're systematic. I mean, as long as they have, one of the players, I think they're gonna be just fine.
All
I
right.
want to note that George Kittle had like 1.1.
He was irrelevant. He was irrelevant last week.
The problem with the Niners are the quintessential too many mouths to feed offense. Like they can't all go off. McCaffrey's getting his, so McCaffrey's like eating, which means that you're gonna get we're gonna get one pass catcher, having a really good day,
Ayuk.
and then maybe another guy gets a touchdown and some yards, or a couple catches.
Yeah, to me, it's Ayuk's his favorite target. Debo's.
Well, Ayuk is the best receiver on the team.
Fair.
He's just clear best receiver. He's a better.
And then Debo's the guy that you just make plays for him specifically for him.
Right.
And if you give him that one play, he has the opportunity to go off.
But they don't do that they're not doing that for Debo as much anymore. Now that they have Christian McCaffrey, they don't have to scheme. Like the Debo thing was out of necessity and it worked great, but he's come out.
They don't have to. Now you can line up anywhere and do anything.
Yeah, Shanahan has come out and said, like, we're not using him that way anymore because we don't have to. We have Christian McCaffrey, so he's going to be a wide receiver. They're going to use him on jet sweeps and stuff like that, and they're going to do what he needs to do. But with Kittle and Debo and Ayuk and Christian McCaffrey, there's not enough footballs to go around.
No.
So, they'd have to score. They'd have to be like the Dolphins and score 50 points a game, which I guess theoretically, bless you, they could do. But that's just not how they're operating.
They'd just be too good.
Johnny, I'm having a problem with like my sign in here, so I'm not gonna be able to lock in the picks right now, but I could just go back and watch the video. Johnny, what's your 3-pick parlay?
All right. Anthony, this is for you. Moneyline Madness.
Do it.
Jags money line. Lions money line. Miami money line.
Jags money line, Lions money line, Miami money line.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, that's a plus 920. So there you go. Danny, you got a parlay?
Yeah, Colts -3,
Colts
Chiefs.
plus 3.
Yeah, Colts +3. Sorry,
Didn't you
Chiefs.
choose Colt? Right?
I did, but for my parlay, I'm doing
Safer.
Chiefs points.
Okay.
And
Green Bay -1.
Yeah.
So we got Colts -3, Chiefs -5.5, Green Bay -1. That's a +567.
all right.
Anthony, what is your 3-pick parlay?
My moneyline madness is 2 out of the 3 are the same as John. It's the Jags and the Lions and the Giants for a +967.
Nice. You were able to lock that in. Yeah, huh? I don't know why mine won't let me.
Well, I mean, I'm not signed into mine. I
that's-
just do it to have a screen.
Yeah,
so
I think he might have like one of those VPNs here where you
Right.
can't like
I don't
pinpoint the
I don't
location.
like to rely. I want to be able to
I hear you.
be a team player.
So here we are. My 3-pick parlay is going to be
Throw a money line. I think you chose 2.
I've done some money lines in the past.
No, not all the way, but I mean,
I've done some money line madnesses.
No, I know. I'm saying, but for
One or
right now,
two.
you chose like 2 that you.
Yeah, there was a couple
today.
money lines that I liked. Like I liked the Lions money line.
Yeah, so there you go. You got a money line, and it makes those odds nice. Take that fucking that. To me, that's free.
I will
Green
take
Bay
Jaguars. Oh, you know what?
Oh,
I'll
wait,
take Jaguars money line.
We just got a message.
We
from
did.
A Manster.
Just traded
DJ
B-Rob Moss for Jetta T Pierce in a 10-man PPR. I'm 4-2. I'm playing the long game. Hopefully Jefferson comes back.
Just traded DJ
B-Rob.
DJ
Moss.
DJ Moore
for Jetta.
DJ Moore. Yeah, of course, DJ Moore.
B.
Brian Robinson.
And Zach Moss.
Moss for Jefferson, T. Higgins, and Pierce in a 10-team PPR.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, if Jefferson comes back, it's a good deal.
Yeah, but that's a question mark. Is he going to
Jefferson? It might be a long time that you're waiting for Jefferson. T. Higgins is a fine get. I like T. Higgins. I'm not, that I don't feel too good about Dameon Pierce's outlook.
No, but I think Moss is, as well as he's been playing, is going to keep slowly
he's going to decline and fade into the background because
they just paid Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor is that good to make somebody like Moss a little bit of a side note. Brian Robinson, that offense is not clicking very well, and he only really does well when they win. When they're ahead in games, he's very game scripted. But Pierce has been disappointing. But if you can get a healthy T. Higgins and a healthy Justin Jefferson, then that's a really nice deal. DJ Moore was the only one in my starting lineup, and he has Deontay Johnson coming back. I do as well. I have Deontay coming back as well in one of my leagues, and I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a good deal. Good deal.
I agree. I do think that it's just big in question is, the talks are all right. So he's on IR for 4 weeks, and what if they lose those 4 games? Do you rush him back?
He might not come back. Well, he might not want to come back because they didn't do a contract with him. Right. So it's not only you're playing the long game, you're playing the risky game because it's like a personal issue. It's not just about the injury. It's about like how much he'll rush back. Like we were talking about this preseason, guys like Josh Jacobs and Saquon Barkley and guys who were on those deals who signed their franchise tags begrudgingly. How much are they going to work hard to get back from an injury versus taking that extra week, that extra 2 weeks? Like a Deshaun Watson, his whole contract is guaranteed. So he's taking time off as much as he needs. So you always get a little nervous when there's a contract involved because it goes beyond football. Now it's just a personal issue. Like my wallet hurts. I can't practice today.
Right. But the guarantee, the players want it, but then they get mad when the ownership don't want to do it, and this is why. If you're just not feeling it, if I'm half the shit's guaranteed.
Yeah, you can't. But you can't. I mean,
Not
I
every
always
guy,
have to.
but there's a few
Always
bad
got to.
apples.
I got to side with the players pretty much every time on this one because there's definitely should be more money to go around. But
for sure.
But as it pertains to fantasy football, you got to think about it in terms of like this is a human being who's got human being issues, and that's a little bit more of a risk than like a guy who's got a wonky knee or something. You know what I mean? Like a guy who's got a wonky knee, but he wants to be out there versus a guy who's like John Watson, who's like, oh, it hurts a little bit too much. I don't really want to be out there. Like it's a human being. It's not has nothing to do with football. So, you're playing a dangerous game there. That's Russian roulette. But if it pays off big.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't pay off, it doesn't pay off big. So, but that's how you win.
That's how you win.
You gotta get bet big to win big.
But to me, like,
thanks for asking the question, Amen.
Do you like in his thing? Do you like Pierce over Brian Robinson and Zach Moss rest of the year?
Is that what he said?
No, that's me asking.
Do I like Pierce better than Zach Moss and Brian Robinson rest of the year? I think that Pierce and Brian Robinson are pretty much like equal to me in for the rest of the year. Zach Moss, I see his value declining tremendously. So it's more or less a wash. More or less a wash to me.
So and then you get DJ T can say, yeah, I do like that trade.
Yeah, DJ and T Higgins are the big gets there. You just got to hope that these guys get healthy, and obviously like we talked about Justin Jefferson. Thank you for.
Oh, my running backs are Josh Jacobs and Swift, so I really just did it for the wide receivers. Didn't really care about the RBs in the trade. That's fair.
Yeah. I mean that seems right. I mean that sounds about right.
What's your other wide receivers?
You were trying to get Jefferson and T Higgins, right? So now you have T Higgins playing, and you have Jefferson sitting there as like a potential like scratch.
Yeah, and he's 4-2. So if if Jefferson comes back, you're looking at playoffs, and that's just.
And who knows what's going on with DJ Moore and Fields not playing, and
that's true. Good call.
It's not like his value is shooting up.
No, that's sold him at a good time.
Very good point. Very, very good point. So you got exactly. You got a lot of question mark there as well. Hey, don't forget to subscribe. Amanster 23. Subscribe to the page. We do this on Wednesday nights. Be here to answer all your questions.
Yeah, we're generally
and check out the Two Clouded Mind show.
Yeah. We're generally on for like 2 hours.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. A good trade for you, buddy. You're in a 10-man league, so that's everybody's got generally decent teams. So it's definitely
okay. So here's my 3-pick parlay, guys. It's the Lions money line, the Jaguars money line, and the Rams laying the points. The Rams -3 for 802 plus 802.
Ooh,
wow, a lot of Lions and Jags.
I mean, I think they're gonna win.
Yeah, the Lions running back situation is a huge question mark, but they like to throw the shit out of the ball, so I think they'll still be able to score points. And their defense is good. They're just a better team.
Sure, agreed.
My opinion. So that's it, guys. We did it.
My full team is Hurts, Jacobs, Swift, Tyreek, Laporta, good pick, Pickman, Ridley, Deontay. Oh my god. That's a stacked.
First of all, it was a 10-man league.
Yes.
So just remember that. Hurts, love it. Jacobs and Swift, love it. Tyreek, Laporta, Pittman, Ridley, Deontay. Deontay coming back. You need Deontay to come back because Ridley has been disappointing, but that's a really solid team.
Yeah, but you also have
T Higgins, and Justin Jefferson sitting on the bench.
Yeah, so then you'll have your Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill.
Well, no, you might have Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill.
Yeah,
but right now you have Tyreek Hill, Deontay Johnson, T Higgins, Calvin Ridley. That's a nice 4 stack. You can deal with that.
And your tight end is a top 5 tight end.
Yeah. Big Laporta guy over here. Big Laporta guy.
My boy.
Nice. Well, good luck.
Yeah, good luck, man.
Good luck, man.
Yeah, good luck.
Person, yes, for sure. Let us know later in the season how that works out. Yeah,
check back in with us. That'd be great. Well, you guys ready to wrap it up?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, sir.
Very cool. Always a pleasure. I think next week we're gonna have Danny Mac with us here in studio.
Yeah.
So the three of us will be together.
That's
And
dope.
but I will see you guys then, where it's always Sunday.